So I'm going to go into Jen Meyer's class here at Barrett School, elementary school here in Morgan Hill, and we're going to teach the kids about the freedom of the press. This is Mrs. Meyer's third grade class. Come on in. So I want to tell you a story about my family. I'm going to show you a picture in a little bit, but my mom grew up in Nazi Germany. Who's ever heard of like Nazis, Hitler? So she was born in 1926 in Berlin, Germany, Berlin was the capital city. And her parents owned a tobacco shop that was about a mile or so from the Prussian Academy of Sciences. And that's where a guy named Albert Einstein worked. Who's ever heard of Albert Einstein? Yep, he was a physicist. He was a famous physicist. So I don't know for sure, but I like to imagine that Albert Einstein would come into Kurt Druckler's tobacco shop, my grandfather's tobacco shop, and they would talk about relativity, quantum physics, and maybe even politics, because that was something that was happening in the early 1930s. And Hitler got into, in the next year, 1933, got into power as a chancellor. They pulled the plug on the free press in Germany. So people couldn't write about Hitler in a negative way, and even control the cinema. He would make propaganda films that would promote himself. So that was a big reason why Germany kind of fell with the Nazis. I think it's really important that we have a free press. My grandparents, they had a very sad incident. My uncle, my mom's brother, was drafted into the German army during the war. And I'm going to show you a picture of him. And this is him. He didn't want to be a soldier. He wanted to work on the railroad. Who's heard of World War II? He was sent to North Africa, and he died fighting in North Africa in a country called Libya. So that made my grandparents very, very sad, and my mom very, very sad. And so one of the things they did, they worked with another German couple in Berlin, and they hid Jewish people in a basement in Berlin. And so I'm very proud of them. That took a lot of courage. I mean, if they got found out, if what they did was found by the Nazis, they would have been probably executed very quickly. They never told my mom until after the war because they didn't want her to be part of that. So that's one of the reasons I think people need to protect the freedom of press, and for your generation.
We want a world with good education. A world where everybody lives in peace and harmony. A world where everybody respects each other. A world where everybody is healthy. We want a world where everybody is safe from crime. A world where everybody is united. We want a world where everyone protects the environment and animals. We want a world where everyone has equal rights. A world where stuff is affordable. We want a world where everybody has fun together. What kind of world do you want?